Good evening, race fans, and welcome to one of the most iconic road courses in North America. It's one of my faves, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Tonight is the West Coast Sim Racing coming at you live from the virtual CTMSP for this GR86 field that's ready to go wheel to wheel. Welcome in. My name's Sean Stam, live here on Stam Studio Network, producing, directing, and commentating the storm that's about to ensue here. 45 minutes in for that quick sprint race with that competition caution at or around halfway through it. Welcome in down there live in YouTube land. Moonlight Dancer already joined us there. Hopefully they're in for a great race tonight. Andrew Bound, Stone Colby, Slater Colby looking at the point standings. That's who leads them off. Then it's Joey Rainey, Brandon Birch, Joe Rainey, Nico Colby, Josh Hunter, Benjamin Forhand, and Dylan Baste. Keep your eye on Stone and Slater tonight, ladies and gents. Coming into round 9 tied. Amethyst Reese, Marvin Samayoa, Ali Akse, Igor Rixov, as well as Andreas Profana and Juan Hallett, who round up the top 16 in the playoff point standings. Cutting live to some beautiful trackside action here tonight. It's a great night for racing. 45-minute race from this 2.4-mile road course. It's got 10 turns to work with out of Bowmanville, Canada, north of the border, sitting at an altitude of 1,100 feet. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. It's a great day for racing, sitting at 65-degree Fahrenheit ambient temperatures. We're also on that road to 2,000. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count them all, but appreciate each and every single one of you that are joining in here tonight. We also have some fun racers that are ready to put on a show. We'll take a look at our starting grid, brought to you by Slipstream Performance. They don't just build, they build to win. Who would have guessed it? It's Jeremy Fletcher out of JFR Esports, also probably JFR Sports as well there. He'll start out there in the first position. Andrew Bound will start right beside Jeremy Fletcher. Stone Colby, Nico Colby, the brothers, they're going to start right there beside one another. Brandon Birch and Joey Rainey round out the 5th row. Joe Rainey, Joey's dad, is going to start right there beside, or kind of catty corner to him right there in 7th position. Marvin Samayoa, he'll start P8 in that fast number 97. Keep your eye on Samayoa tonight, was one of our faster drivers in practice. Slater Colby, Lucas Barnett, Dylan Baste, and Jake Steckler. That rounds out the top 9 through 12. It'll be Josh Hunter, Amethyst Reese out of Crystal Gems Motorsports, Glenn Bratton, Ali Exe, Benjamin Forehands, Colton Juarez is back out here racing with us. Welcome back here to the virtual track. Colton, Andreas Profana, the Italian, will start P19. Igor Rixov there will start P20. Darren Colby, father of the Colby bunch there, he'll start P21. And Jason Holcomb will start P22. It's a whole pace lap here before we get to live green flag racing here on West Coast Sim Racing. Thank you all once again for joining in here tonight. Sean Stam live on Stam Studio Network, producing, directing, commentating the show. It's going to be, I believe, just a quick pace lap here today, but before we do get to racing, those of you that are now watching live in YouTube land who continue to cheer on your son, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever it may be, well, stick around here because the day before Valentine's Day, Friday the 13th, of February, it's going to be the Better Half Dash. I'm hosting it. I'm also broadcasting it. Better Half Dash. Hey, girlfriend, mom, wife, whoever it may be, we got to let the ladies take a wheel. You have the ladies here behind the mini stocks at the Charlotte Oval. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you tell your boy about it here, and I'll make sure I get you both registered, or get you registered for the race. That racing safety pace car is going to be down and into the safety of pit lane. We are weaving, jeeving, and driving, trying to get all sorts of temps and pressures into these Toyota GR86 tires here for our green flag that's about to drop here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. This is round 9 of West Coast Sim Racing. Green flag is out. Jeremy Fletcher and Andrew Bound lead them down there into turn 1. 3 wide, 3 abreast. That's Brandon Birch, Stone Colby, and Nico Colby. We'll settle it back down to 2 as we make our way through turn 1. Now we're going to rock it back around to turn 2. Nice start to the race throughout the field. Jeremy Fletcher's going to continue to run out there out up front. Still Andrew Bound, Stone Colby, Brandon Birch, Nico Colby. That's the top 5. Some nice real side-by-side actions there between. That's going to be the red Toyota GR86. Contact with Marvin Samayoa there. That's Slater Colby who forces his way into line up there, gaining at least 1 spot on this drop of the green flag. Slater Colby's going to have to try and run now after Marvin Samayoa. Probably not too happy after that contact. Marvin's going to leave the door open though. Here comes Lucas Barnett. Nice run down the inside. Textbook pass for the number 18, Lucas Barnett up to P9. Fletcher continues to try and stretch his legs here just a little bit. Doesn't quite have that 1/10 of a second gap. It's still a little bit less than that 10th second, running at about 800ths between one another. As we'll work our way down that isn't so straight away. You're going to have to be careful with the bump draft that you do ensue. Oh, look at Stone Colby. He gets way deep into the corner there. Matter of fact, a little bit earlier turn in compared to Andrew Bound and Jeremy Fletcher out up there in front of them. It'll be side by side between Joey Rainey and Joe Rainey. Father versus son. Joe's going to look down the inside. He can't quite put that foot back on the gas pedal there. Regroup, rearm action here after lap 2 is in the books. Joey Rainey continues to sit P6. That's exactly where he started this race. His father right there, running right there behind him. Slater Colby is still having a little bit of trouble trying to work through the pack out of these fast flowing corners. You really don't see the tight technical corners that we do see at Apex. Oh no, Lucas Barnett, he gets tagged there. Was that Slater Colby contact? We were on board with him, heard the beat, the bang out of that left rear quarter panel. Or I guess it would have been right rear, excuse me. Here's a quick look at this race replay, and we got to get back live to racing action. It wasn't Slater, I take it back. Oh, it was the Marvin Tater who got there just a little bit to the inside line. Here's another look at it here if we can get a little bit better angle. Oh man, it just happened there. One more look before we get back to live racing action. So here comes Lucas Barnett, and then here comes Marvin Samayo. Okay, we'll work our way back up the hill here. And this is kind of a nice that it's a little bit more rewound here. We can see how this really sets itself up. There you see Lucas Barnett drop to the inside line, switches back to the outside. I wonder if Samayoa just tries to maybe set up a little bit of a crossover here. Here he goes. Samayoa is going to try to set up that inside, which would warrant back to the outside line. And then here we're just going to make it a little bit quicker here. There's the contact there. Just 2 cars going for the same bit of asphalt right there. We'll show some more replays here in just a few moments' time. Looks like Darren Colby had gone 4 tires off the track, as well as Ali Exe. We'll also show a replay of the drop of the green flag, but I don't think there's time right now. It's still Fletcher versus Bound out up front. Stone Colby is still stalking, creeping out right there in the 3rd position. Brandon Birch, he was also real fast in qualifying. I believe he finished out P3 in that Apex Motor Club Toyota GR86. That baby blue machine, keep your eye on him tonight as well. Already shown 1 spot gain since the drop of the green as well. Whoa, holy Andrew Bound, he's got company there, and it's Stone Colby. Oh man, look at how that really compromised the whole race line there. Stone contact with Brandon Birch. Stone, he got up there to that final driver interview position for the time being, but it all could have almost gone wrong there. Barely clear to take away the spot. Stone still sitting P3, Brandon Birch still sitting P4. Then it's Nico Colby, Joey Rainey. Joe Rainey still sit 5, 6, and 7th. It's a battle for the race lead that starts to heat up down the isn't so straight. It gets right back once again within 1/10 of a second between the two. Jeremy Fletcher and Andrew Bound hounding each other tonight. Not really as far as race passing goes, but as far as Andrew Bound trying to set up that race pass. Moonlight Dancer, we got Ted Wilbur, we got Terry in here as well, rooting on these drivers who are putting on a show here for just every single one of you. It's race 9 of the West Coast Sim Racing GR86 Challenge Series. Warren Johnson, if you're watching here, I know that you got some studying to do, but man, thank you once again for allowing me to come back here. Another great season of racing put on display here from West Coast Sim Racing. We can't wait to have you back on the track here, Warren, but up until then, it's some nice battling still up out of here front. Look at the blinky, the little flashy McFlashies in there out of Nico Colby. Maybe just trying to get that attention there of Brandon Birch right up in there in front of him. These are buddies down here. There's our buddies real life racing going at it within the sim world here tonight. Brandon Birch still trying to find Stone Colby's rear bumper, but he's right now a little bit closer to Nico Colby, who runs P5. There's some nice side-by-side as we snake our way down the Isn't So Straight. It's going to be Dylan Bass, and I believe that's going to be Benjamin Forehand, is it? And the white and black, a little bit of neon yellow on it as well. That number 35. Oh, GR86, we barely going to get that spot right back on by as Lucas Barnett, he's also right in front of this battle as well. It will be door-to-door going into the corner. Dylan Bass clears Andreas Profana, the Italian running in that Sam Studio Network Dynaco Toyota GR86. Nice run here tonight for Andreas Profana. Really nice run, actually. He's all the way up to P15 already. 6 minutes down into this 45-minute sprint race. If you're just now joining us, hey, competition, or excuse me, yeah, I guess you call it competition caution, at or around halfway through this thing. If Andreas is going to continue to, looks like, be on rails here tonight, that number 95 could be up here in the top 10 before even the start, before even the timing of that yellow flag there, about halfway. We'll jump back up here to the lead once again because these battles are getting ever so closer. Jeremy Fletcher is now stretched the gap out to a little over 1/10 of a second now. Oh man, look at Andrew Bound. He's going to have to play some defense. Defense over there over Stone Colby. Stone, I'm surprised he didn't make the move happen in that double right-hander. Oh no! Brandon Birch goes around hard into the outside wall with quick repairs here tonight. Brandon's going to get that thing pointed back the right way. It's a season oh man, you got to feel here for Brandon Birch. It's another slip and slide for Brandon when he's had so much pace here tonight. Side-by-side battles up here out up front. Jeremy Fletcher still barely clearing Dr. Andrew Bound. Andrew Bound, he's got company. Stone Colby opts to make the move happen. I say Slater, though, because that red Toyota GR86, I mean, in a flash of an instant down there, he's already shown in the same camera shot as this battle for the race lead. I'm not forgetting about that quick spin there for Brandon Birch. I'll show a replay of that here in just a few. But with battles so good, since I don't want to cut away from it, look at Andrew Bound trying to size him back up down here, heading through down to turns 1, 2, and 3. And Jeremy Fletcher still is going to clear him out there out of corner exit after he slides away to take away the race line. Fletcher still leading, but I don't know how he's continuing to play this level of defense. We know he's a champion at heart, but it's going to be tough to hold off this hard-charging Andrew Bound, especially if the gaps continue to stay the same. Fletcher uses that inside. He's going to use the more defensive line here, get those right side tires up on the 3D rendered rumble strips, double right-hander apex. What does Jeremy's rear bumper say? You can't even see it. That's how close it is. Oh, Andrew, get off of him. I'm trying to see what his bumper says. Dang it. All right, we'll get back to it here. Andrew Bound giving some bump drafting shots to Fletcher's rear bumper. Joey Rainey, where did he come from? Where did he go? Here tonight, he gets the nickname Cotton Eye Joe. Joey Rainey all the way up to P3, takes it away from Stone Colby after this battle for the race lead has been heating up right here in front of us. Jeremy Fletcher continues to run that inside line. Andrew Bound tries to find a little bit something on the outside. Nothing is there. He's going to have to get right back within that the racing line there. Opens up turn number 10 and back towards the start finish line they go. He may have opened it a little bit too much because look who's to his left side. Oh, it's where did he come from? Where did he go? It's Mr. Cotton Eye Joe. It's Joey Rainey to the outside of turn 1, and he's keeping it stick. He's keeping his foot on the throttle pedal here. He's got keeping it down the inside. What a move. That is so much easier said to be done. And these very lightweight, these very finicky Toyota GR86 cars. Joey Rainey up to P2. He's starting to get a little bit closer to Jeremy Fletcher's rear bumper. And now it's Stone Colby. Andrew Bound going door to door at it for that final driver interview spot. This is getting good here, folks. There's only about 10 minutes till that competition caution, but if it's going to be racing like this all the way towards the white and checkered, you are not going to want to miss a thing. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit us up down there in live YouTube land. Let us know who you're rooting on here tonight as we hop on board with the Rainey Homes Racy Cam of Joe Rainey. He's using that slipstream. He is using that draft, but Still, look at it. That gap is about 0.4 seconds, 0.48 seconds, and he's still not closing in. That's how aerodynamically sensitive these Toyota GR86s are. As we'll have another battle for the race lead. Joey Rainey turns into a lawnmower. Contacts there with Jeremy Fletcher. Both the drivers off the racetrack. Stone Colby to the race lead. Oh my goodness, who saw that one coming? Side by side, it's all gone wrong. Now it'll be Rainey versus Rainey going back into turn one. I believe Joey's gonna try and run away here from Jeremy because he probably knows he's probably got something coming back to that rear bumper. And it's not really a push, it's not a shove, but it is pace out of that number one. We saw pace out of both these drivers fighting it out for the race lead. Oh man, hey, he'll be right up in here back with them. Here's a quick look at this one, and I know we still have to look at Brandon Birch's incident from earlier on in the race as well. Here comes Joey Rainey, the lawnmower. Oh, man, almost 4 tires. Joey Rainey has his pilot's license tonight. 4 tires dang near off of the racetrack. We'll have to slow this one down once again. Here we are coming at you. Here he goes, just way wide. The suspension goes to work, saves Joey Rainey's virtual spine here at least. But man, just runs him way wide. Contact there for Jeremy Fletcher in the tire barriers. And here, I believe, is Brandon Birch's incident, the one I'm going to keep my promises back here behind the booth. There's the number 16. I believe that was Nico Colby who there just not tagged, but I would say tapped the rear bumper of Brandon Birch, sends that Apex Motor Club machine right back down and around. We'll get back up to P2. It's Andrew Bound and Nico Colby. Nico's back here, battling for the race lead for the first time tonight. Joey Rainey has already made his way back and up to P4. Will come to across the stripe to complete lap 9 this time. 12 minutes down to this 45-minute sprint. It's been battles back and forth, some newer drivers in some newer places. Stone Colby's going to take the race lead. Andrew Bound, Nico Colby, Joey Rainey, Slater Colby. That's the top 5. Jeremy Fletcher drops back to P6. Joe Rainey runs P7. How about Jake Steckler tonight? 4-spot zone in the good. So is Josh Hunter right there behind him. What an immaculate season that Josh Hunter has had this far in that student driver, number 81 Toyota GR86, trying to hound that hot pink rear bumper of another Apex Motor Club driver, or excuse me, at least paints here tonight. That's going to be Jake Steckler and the number 42. Drivers 8th and 9th, their last lap times here were really similar to one another, comparing the two. Back and forth, cat and mouse, meow. But if you compare 5 and 6, it was actually faster for Jake Steckler, but then 7 and 8, and also 4, a little bit faster for Mr. Josh Hunter. Jake Steckler gets loose out there on the most important corner of the racetrack as you're going to try and drop the gear and disappear here going down the Isn't So Straight. Steckler, he now has his rear camera full of that front nose of Josh Hunter. And look who's joining the battle now with them. Don't look now, but it's Lucas Barnett. Hey, Amethyst Reese and Benjamin Forehand are also nose to rear bumper. They're running in the 10th and 11th position. Back up to the race lead once again. It's Nico Colby trying to play that defense, trying to hold off the hard-charging Joey Rainey. But how long can this happen? Not only physically, not only mentally, but your tires are going to have to start to give way as well. Look at Jeremy Fletcher there. He's still not even clear. He's trying to run Slater Colby down and off of the asphalt. Jeremy Fletcher, that took him about 5 seconds to finally clear that Toyota GR86. Fletcher back up to P5. Slater will drop to P6 with that being done. And then it's still Joey Rainey who's trying to hound Nico's rear bumper for that top 3 driver interview position. Looking at the rear bumper of Stone here at that bluey machine of Dr. Andrew Bound, continuing to hound it. Dr. Andrew Bound came into the race. Well, matter of fact, he did a lot more than that, but Andrew Bound here. Oh no! Joey Rainey goes around! Oh man, it's a game of inches, it's a game of centimeters. You start to run that close to one another, it's a matter of time before someone gets turned and burned. Joey Rainey will have to see what sent that number 30 Toyota GR86 around. They'll go up the hill in that double right-hander. Joey Rainey knows that this is the most important corner of the track. No contact there, no help at least, excuse me, with Jeremy Fletcher. Joey Rainey, you're going to see that suspension try to handle this Apex that was cut by a mile here for Joey Joey. I don't blame him. He's trying to make the pace here, coming towards that caution flag in just a couple laps time. Right side tires up off the racetrack. He tried to save it. He had it saved for a millisecond, and then it's just that rear end's going to come right back down and around on him. One more race replay before we get back up to the battle for the race lead. This one's the father of the bunch. It's Darren Colby. I don't think, oh man, his hands are going to work on that one. Another driver who's fallen victim to those, I mean, mountains of rumble strips, excuse me. Golly, tongue twisted up tonight. 0.2 of a second separating P1, P2, 0.2 of a second separating P3 and P4. This is going to get special. I'm going to give it to you here, ladies and gents. Before we get to that competition caution, enjoy the sights and sounds of this battle up here out up front. My name's Sean Sam. I'll be right back with you in the booth. This puppy back down. It's going to be the purple people leader, the number 52 that Apex Motor Club VehicleBuyers.com, Overstockvehicles.com as well. It'll be Stone Colby to the point up here with only about 2 minutes left to go before that competition caution. Look at how rubber the track is here getting into turns 1 and out of exit turn 2. You're going to have to start, you're really going to start to feel that within the steering wheel, as well as how these tires are going to start to behave with a track that's even more rubbered in, one that's starting to gain just a little bit more, well, excuse me, lose just a little bit more grip as well as the day continues to continue on. Jeremy Fletcher with a nice try and late move down into the inside. They're going to lean on each other out of corner exit. Look at Nico Colby. He's trying to give a shot to Jeremy Fletcher, who was already leaning on Dr. Andrew Bound at the entrance of the corner, all the way down and through the exit. Jeremy Fletcher, he's got the outside, switches it back to the inside, and now just opens up the corner just enough to try and close that gap once again to Dr. Andrew Bound. It's Stone Colby to the point with about 1 minute to go. Andrew Bound sits still P2. This is one of those races, you've heard me say it plenty of times. I'd put it on a t-shirt here at this point. I wouldn't want to be leading coming towards the white flag here. Well, I kind of going to take that back here right on the dot, because we've seen just how hard it is to get a nice run. We've seen it. We saw, remember when we were on board there with Joe Rainey, it took him forever to get the big suck down there with the slipstream and the draft. He finally made the position happen there. Jeremy Fletcher's trying to do the same thing here. He's abiding his time. He is waiting. He is doing a little bit of homework here as well, seeing, hey, I think he knows he's faster, but he's got to see where the best spot is to pass Andrew Bound, as well as, hey, back up to Stone for that battle for the race lead. Also separating 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, Jake Steckler, Josh Hunter, Amethyst Reese, Benjamin Forehand. They're all separated by 0.2 of a second. It's a quagmire, giggity, of cars here between about 7th through 10th. Back up to the race lead we go in this white flag lap, which should be. Stone's continuing to hold him off. Andrew Bound turned into a lawnmower once more. 4 tires off the asphalt. And now, just like that, it's Jeremy Fletcher, 2 spots in 1 lap. Passes Nico Colby, passes Andrew Bound. Fletcher back up to P2. Right now for Stone, what do you have for Jeremy? If you're Nico, well, what do you have for? What else do you have for Jeremy? Jeremy and the Colby. He's in the meat of the Colby sandwich right here. He's going to try and find that little bit more slipstream, find that run down there out the Is It So Straight, and close the gap coming towards the line. It'll be closing in a matter of, I mean, look at it cut down to the top left, all the way down from 1.5 to 0.0 at the time of the competition. Caution, I think they're still going to give it to Stone Colby, who's going to win, you'd call it stage 1. Battles up here between the front of the pack. Battles throughout the whole pack. Now we're going to slow him. We're going to woe him down here. Stick with us here on Stam Studio Network. You're not going to want to miss a thing. It's Stone Colby, Jeremy Fletcher, Nico Colby, Dr. Andrew Bound, Joe Rainey. That's the top 5. Then you're going to have Slater Colby, who sits P6. Lucas Barnett, who is going at it here, left, front, right, and rear. Lucas Barnett, he's up to P7. Jake Steckler, he's up to P8. Josh Hunter, nice race for him tonight. He's still sitting P9. Amethyst Reese has worked her way up in the 037 Crystal Gems machine up to P10. Benjamin Forehand, also nice night for him as well, shown the biggest mover since the drop of the green flag. He's shown P11. Brandon Birch -7 since the drop of the green, but keep your eye on that baby blue Apex Motor Club machine. It'll be Dylan Bass, Joey Rainey, who falls back to P14, Ali Akse, Glenn Bratton, Andreas Profana, Igor Reitzkov, Colton Juarez, Marvin Samayoa. Then there's Darren Colby and Jason Holcomb to round out our 22 driver. What will be a restart here in just a few, and well, what should be about 1 to 2 laps time. We're going to take a quick break here on Stam Studio Network. Don't go anywhere unless you promise me you'll be right back. Sean Stam, producing, directing, commentating the show. Stick with us, everybody. Thank you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back. It's Sean Stam, live here on Stam Studio Network, and we'll take a look at our point standings here coming into the race before the drop of the green flag, and then before we drop the green flag on the second half of this race. If you're just now joining us, thank you in from the bottom of my heart, and welcome in. Hopefully you're all doing well and enjoying some sim racing action here tonight from this West Coast Sim Racing League. It's Andrew Bound, Stone Colby, Slater Colby, the top 3 in the point standings, tied between the 2 twins up there, 2nd and 3rd. Joey Rainey, Brandon Birch, Joe Rainey, Nico Colby, Josh Hunter, Benjamin Forehand, and Dylan Bass. That's the top 10 in the point standings. Then it's Amethyst Reese, Marvin Samayoa, Ali Akse, Andrew, Igor Reitzkov, Andreas Profana, and Juan Hallett rounding out the top 16. We are weaving, jeeving, and jiving. It looks like it was about to be a 2-wide restart, but no sirree, Bobcat Tail. It's lights off on that iRacing safety pace car. The race has been split into two, just like we do every single Monday and Thursday night, and this should be a single file restart, although it looks like they are doubling it up. I may have got that one wrong, as that iRacing safety pace car, he's making his way down across turns. I believe that's 6 down there, that most important corner on the racetrack. Yep, I am going to have to take that back because these drivers are looking side by side. I think that Warren even mentioned that on the Discord earlier. Okay, there's a lot going on here behind the scenes. It's Stone Colby, it's Jeremy Fletcher, Nico Colby, and Andrew Bound and Joe Rainey, who round out the top 5 on this race restarts. Let me know who you're watching down there. Moonlight Dancer, Terry, Ted, if you're all still down there with us in live YouTube land. This one's going to get good. Let me know who you got. Let me know how many spins are going to occur here, lap 1 of the race. Comparing that to the drop of the green flag, if you would have guessed any number other than 0, you would have been wrong. This is West Coast Sim Racing. This is, I wouldn't say what we've come to expect here, but this is clean, ethical wheel racing, as well as it's a lot of fun down here, back behind the scenes as well. It's friends that are now going at it now. We've seen kind of, these drivers have seen it for each other, what each other has here on the racetrack. You've also built some friendships on that as well. Well, now we're going to have to go and drop the green flag at it all back once more. It's Stone Colby who's going to drop a gear and disappear out up front. Jeremy Fletcher joins him, P2. Nico Colby, P3. And we are green flag back racing down the hill, going into turns 1 and 2 at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. It'll be side by side between Nico Colby and Andrew Bound. They both run wide. They both get it back on the track. No foul there, but it will be side by side back for the race lead. Jeremy Fletcher, Mazda champion, going at it with Stone, what will be a Mazda champion. It's still door to door. Neither one is clear. Jeremy Fletcher inches ahead by 1, by 2. Here he goes. Fletcher's going to clear Colby for the time being. Oh, just barely by an inch or 2. Colby drops to P2. Nico Colby is still running P3. We saw, oh, Jake Steckler, no, Jake, hang on to her. He's gonna go for a slip and slide, a little bit of a spin. He's gonna drop all the way back down to P21. No, Jake, no, get back up here to the battle after that was probably, oh, we got Lucas Barnett and Andrew Bound, at least off of the racetrack. Andrew Bound still sitting P4, so we know that he's still up within this battle. Hey, look at Joe Rainey right now sitting P5, Slater sitting P6, Josh Hunter right there in there as well. Stone tries to make something happen, or at least tries to make Jeremy look in his rear view mirror in this Toyota GR86. Not gonna happen for Fletcher out up front. Fletcher back up to where he started, and that's pole position. Colby run P2 and P3. Bound, Joe Rainey, Slater, Colby. That's going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th as we start to single file it out there. What a save. Is that going to be Darren Colby? It was Darren Colby. Tally it up as another immaculate save. That number 47 was Formula Drift sideways out there to turn number 10. Door to door back here to that final driver interviews position here tonight. It's going to be Andrew Bound, Nico Colby. They will run side by side with one another, start to lean on each other. We're going to knock some mirrors off of that Toyota GR86 here tonight. Andrew Bound, he moves up to that final driver interview position, takes it away from Nico. Here comes Slater Colby as well. Joe still sits P6. Where is Joey Rainey? He still sits P12, trying to make something happen there. Look at how far off the line that Rainey Homes Racing Toyota GR86 is. He's got his popcorn bucket out. That's why it's side by side for 2 rows back up in front of him. They'll eventually single file it back out here. Rainey still sits P12. He has another fast Lucas Barnett right there behind him. Alexe Andrew, Andreas Barfana, and Glenn Bratton out here. They're still trying to single file it out down that isn't so straight, but that's going to be hard to catch here. Joey Rainey as well as Benjamin Forand, who are also trying to make that inside line happen. We're going to jostle for positions. It'll be even more side by side. Joey Rainey, hang on, that's going to get tight there out of corner exits. Lucas Barnett has no choice other than just to give way. Rainey Homes Racing, oh, I thought he'd have that spot there. Not quite, still sitting P12. I have made the biggest mistake. I'm sitting up here in a hoodie and sweatpants, and right now I am drenched in sweat watching this. Thankfully, I'm not out here racing with them, because I'm probably there right there Probably sitting B23. Anyways, it's still going at it up here between Nico, Colby, and So. I thought that was Slater who's going to try to make the move, but that was Nico in that black and blue Apex Motor Club machine. Tries to have Dr. Andrew Bounce looking up in his rearview mirror. Not going to happen there. It's a lot of kind of offensive tries here tonight for most of these drivers, but still not really able to find a passing line to actually happen. If you do want to see a pass actually happen, though, I believe turn 1 is a great spot to do it. Here's where Stone Colby passed Jeremy Okay, that's under caution. That's real great. Here's where Stone Colby had originally gotten around Jeremy Fletcher. Again, it was on this race restart right here, but this is the look at the drop of the green flag. Stone, he had a little bit, oh goodness, faster there on the quick to reaction there on that throttle pedal. Found himself clear for the race lead, but it is not for long that Fletcher's going to start to hound him. He's already all over the rear bumper there. And then there's the, I wouldn't call it contact, but at least running each other wide there for Andrew Bound and Nico Colby. And there goes Jeremy Fletcher backing around, taking the inside line. Back down the hill we go. And he is just barely, oh, he's still not clear, then barely gets it down there. How many times do you clear a competitor mid-corner? Man, Jeremy Fletcher's making it look relatively easy here tonight. 30 minutes down, 15 minutes to go. Hopefully you're having as much fun as I am up here in the booth, directing, commentating, producing the show. It'll be Dr. Andrew Bound, who's also having some fun. We'll hop on board with him as he's looking down the inside line. He's got Stone Colby clear, at least for the time being. Stone, he's still looking down the inside line as he's got Nico right there behind him. Who does Nico help here into the most important corners of the track? They'll go up the hill and then back down it in this double right-hander. Andrew Bound still is going to hold on to P2. Stone Colby, man, Stone, he's led laps here tonight. He knows what it takes to get this win. Stone, after leading 10 laps, drops down to P3. Hey, this number 52 vehiclebuyers.com machine still has the chance at it tonight. I would call it still first through maybe even fifth. It's going to be hard to catch first, believe me. But first through maybe fifth can have a position here. Stone Colby's going to try the outside line over Dr. Andrew Bound. He's going to give a little bit of, he's going to get a little bit of a bump draft there from Nico Colby right there behind him. It's not quite NASCAR season here just yet, but you can get some stock car bump draft in here out of this West Coast Sim Racing as well as Apex MX5 Sim Series live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night on STAM Studio Network. We're going to work our way back down the hill, turns 1, 2, and 3 we go. Back to Grandma's house we go. It'll be Slater Colby up to P5 out here. He has fought it so hard out here on track. He is still up here in race-winning contention. Joe Rainey, Josh Hunter, Brandon Birch. It's just a little bit further back behind this front gaggle of cars out here, this front blanket that you could throw over first through fifth. But still, Josh Hunter, Brandon Birch, Amethyst Reese, what a race it's been for them. Also Dylan Bass, Joey Rainey are starting to go at it in a little bit of a battle of their own here. Joey trying to get just a little bit closer, not close enough to make any sort of move happen there on Dylan Bass as well. Take a ride back down, back up the hill. Dylan's going to get a little bit. Oh no, he got way deep into the corner there. That's something very, very easy to do. Benjamin forehand just did the same thing. And what is Joe Rainey doing? Joe's facing the wrong way. He's going to have company right up there in front of him. It's Andreas Profana who also joins the slip and slide. What happened to Joe? No, Joe, no. Here we go. Here's a quick race replay of it. We're also going to have to check out what happened to Andreas Profana here as well. I have to apologize. We're going to have to bring out the old reversal key. We're going to get Billy Bob Joe off the forklift driver there and have him help us out. Another spin off the 3D rendered rumble strips. That's Joe Rainey who goes right back out, down, and around. And then look at Andreas Profana in the background. It's going to be Benjamin forehand is already running the wide same line there as well. And then here comes Andreas Profana in the baby blue Downy Cook machine. Background of your screen. It looks to be the dang near same exact thing that Joe Rainey did. About 12 minutes left to go in this one, and Fletcher is fletching it. He's stretching his legs out there up front, but not by just under half of a second. Andrew Bound still has, if he's got anything to say about it, it is this gap that he's continuing to keep close out here for the battle between the race lead. If we take a look at the last lap history between our front three leaders, it's Fletcher and Bound, 18, 19, 21. Bound is faster, comparing Bound to Stone Colby right there, 4P2 and P3. Andrew Bound continues to run there just a little bit away from Stone, but with that slipstream, with the draft that you have, all you have to do is get close enough there on corner exit, and you will get that huge, huge benefit down the isn't so straight. Stone Colby doing just that, as well as trying to run away from Nico Colby right there behind him. Right now, it's triple Colby action, sitting in third, fourth, and fifth. They're trying to work that up to where they finished real life racing at Apex Motor Club, one of the most prestigious, if not the prestigious, the most prestigious racing facility out there out of Maricopa. They finished top 3 drivers in real life Mazda MX-5 racing out there over the weekend. We'll have to see what they got here for us tonight out of north of the border, as Joey Rainey has shown a black flag. He could have gone over that incident race penalty there or not taken the slowdown that he was given. He's going to continue to close the gap, but that is going to warrant probably a drive-through penalty. There's only 10 minutes left to go in the race. We're going to hop on board with the race leader, looking back at that bluey machine of Dr. Andrew Bound. Points leader running P2, Stone Colby P2 in the points running P3. Nico Colby, who runs P7 in the points, running P4, and then Slater, who runs P3 in the points, who's now running P5 here tonight. He's still on that right back bumper, not the back bumper, excuse me, but at least the back tail of this, out of this front little blanket of cars here. And now Brandon Birch has worked his way all the way up to P6. He is the next car right behind Slater. Nice race here tonight for Brandon after he's gone from roughly about the front to the back up here towards the front, running in P6 here tonight. Nice points night here tonight for Birch as well, after he has Josh Hunter hounding, excuse me, that would have been better. Josh Hunter hunting that rear bumper. There you go. That's a great one there for Josh, as well as showing 6 spots to the good. He's going to continue to run in the same tracks, not really having to deal with too much dirty air here behind that Toyota GR86, even through one of our faster corners. Top speed tonight's only sitting at about 124 miles per hour. So although there is some aerodynamics to that, the aerodynamics discrepancies that these Toyota GR86 drivers do have to deal with, it's not near as much as that we see with cars that do find themselves generating a little bit more downforce and speed. There goes, it'll be Amethyst Reese, who's down and out of pit lane. She'll fall back down 1 lap. So is Jake Steckler. So is Marvin Samayoa. We'll have to jump on board and see what happened on Reese replay there from Marvin. It'll be some more bump drafting up here for the race lead. Dr. Andrew Bound, I think Dr. Andrew Bound, I think he tried to set up the move there, but as soon as he was about to move left, Stone Colby was there saying, oh no, Dr. Andrew Bound, I am here, and I am here right now. I was going to try and help you here with that little bit of a bump draft as we make our way back down the isn't so straight, but nope. Stone Colby's going to fall back in line here. Take a nice brotherly shove there from Nico Colby, his younger bro. It's 38 out of 45. It's 3 wide for the race lead. West Coast Sim Racing, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, Stone Colby, Andrew Bound, Jeremy Fletcher. There's still 3 at Brest. Here it goes. Fletcher back up to the race lead. Andrew Bound to P2. Where did Stone go? Stone goes off the racetrack. He falls all the way back to P5. Slater up to P4. Nico Colby now to P3. He could be stalking, creeping. He could be flirting with the disaster. He could also be flirting with the race win here tonight for this Nico Colby machine. As he gets a little bit closer to that rear bumper of Andrew Bound, he's going to lose there just a little bit on corner exit, as Dr. Andrew Bound is going to try and find that outside line, try and open up the apex here. He's going to do just that. Maybe gets a little bit too wide, leaves the front door open right for Nico Colby. Nico Colby knocking, but nobody's home. Nico's going to have to fall back to P3. Six minutes left to go. 3 wide for the lead. Settles our way back down to single file running throughout these top 4 drivers. now that Stone is, I would say, out of the picture respectfully, with about sitting 3.3 seconds back behind this front battle, it's now what is Nico and Slater going to try to do with their little bit of teamwork here. It's really 2 versus 1. It might be a tiny game of 2 versus 2 here if you do continue to see Jeremy Fletcher and Dr. Andrew Bound continue to work together. Fletcher opting to hold that outside line. Bound tries to find the inside line, tries to set up a little bit of a side draft here coming down. Oh, he's gonna pin him down on corner exit as Dr. Andrew Bound. He still opens him up. He still gives the run back onto the track there for Fletcher. Man, Andrew Bound, Nico Colby, Slater Colby trying everything that they can to try and take this race away from a champion out up front. Andrew Bound tries to find the inside line. He turns a little bit earlier in on the corner entrance, but the corner exit speed is just not there. He's going to try to look down the outside line once again, but trust me, it's not going to work. There's no speed, there's no grip out there. If anything, that's going to open up the door for Nico Colby. Nico, does he get close enough to try and get to his side? Not close enough. Nico's going to still sit P3. Slater's going to still sit P4. Stone P5. Brandon Birch P6. Joey, Josh Hunter, Lucas Barnett, and Dylan Bass running out the top 10. 5 minutes left to go in this thriller 45-minute sprint in West Coast Sim Racing. Benjamin Forehand, Dylan Bass, another battle. This is once, twice, thrice here tonight for both of these drivers. Benjamin Forehand has the inside line this time by. Remember last time we saw this from Dylan, he went a little bit wide there. He lost the speed. Now it's yin and yangs of rough road course Toyota GR86 Racing. Now it's Benjamin Forehand who runs wide. For the race lead, 4.5 minutes to go. We're gonna beat, we're gonna touch, we're gonna bang, we're gonna make contact. Andrew Bound goes for a slide there. He saves it, a 4-tire slide. He saved that Toyota GR86. How? I don't know how. Slater, he's up to P3. Nico Colby, he rises up to P2. Now is when you're going to have to start to see this teamwork make something happen. There's still 5 minutes left to go, but you're going to have to make something work here for Joey. Maybe if it's even a lap or 2 earlier, get him looking in his mirror, get Jeremy uncomfortable to try and pass him up there for the race lead. Joey Rainey shown the disqualified lap right now, not serving that penalty. Wow, Nico Colby serves, he runs it way wide out there. Corner exit speed. Oh, no. Jeremy Fletcher's going to take it right back for Nico. Not only does Nico lose all the speed, but he loses the momentum that he had. As we hop on board, there goes Slater Colby right on by. That's how important speed and momentum is in these Toyota GR86 Cup cars. Slater Colby methodically, pass after pass, lap after lap. Slater Colby all the way down, 7 spots gained on the race. He's up to P2. Now, we're going to spin the wheel. Who else wants to try and pass Jeremy Fletcher? I think Slater said it's my turn. He's going to try to find that outside line, the left side line. There was a little touch there. They're trying to make that side drafting action happen. And now there's about a car width sitting in between the two. Fletcher deeper into the corner, a little bit deeper on the brakes as well, as that'll now be side by side between 2 Colbers. It's going to be Stone Colby, now Nico Colby. Now Nico is set on the inside line with Andrew Bound joining the battle once again. This battle just won't go away for the race lead. I feel bad because there's so much other battling out here on the track, but I don't want to cut away from it. Who is going to get this thing done here tonight? Slater Colby, after making a pass after pass after pass, he's up here P2, final 3 minutes of the race. Lap time sitting at about 1.5 minutes. We should, if my math is mathing here, ladies and gents, should be sitting about here 2 to 3 laps to go. I'm still. No, Jeremy, no. I'm finally seeing what's on the rear bumper there. Oh, God. Well, he's going to have to play that one off as Andrew Bound goes wide once again. 1/10 of a second separating the race lead. It's now cut in half to that. It's 1/100th of the second. It's now Stone who catches that Toyota GR86 coming into the corner. That was another 4-tire slide, not for Andrew Bound that time, but for Stone. Slater Colby is going to have to do something special here, coming just to 2 laps to go out of Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Race 9, it's on the money here tonight. Slater Colby is going to get a nice bump draft here from Stone Colby. Here comes Slater. He's going to look down the outside. He's not going to switch it back into the the inside line. That's very nice racing. Probably would have been too late to do it. Probably washed up there. Contact for the race lead and would have taken both of them out. Slater Colby, he's smart. He is fast and he has the ethical wheel racing. He is consistent as well. Well, we've seen that. I think tonight, though, it's kind of been the opposite of consistency in the best way possible. Slater Colby continues to get faster and faster, lap after lap. This should warrant our white flag lap here tonight. What does Slater have for him? Or is Stone Colby, does he try and make something offensive happen here? Or does he try and help his twin brother out here, Slater, catch the champion up here in the race lead? Little brother Nico runs P4 as he's got some company out there with Andrew Bound. Andrew's going to run that outside line once again in the 651. There's no grip out there. He's going to run wide once again. 2 left side tires off of the racetrack. Woo, Jeremy Fletcher, if he's going to be able to get this puppy done, he's got to nail this corner entrance and corner exit here, coming down the straightaway for the final time tonight. Fletcher, 0.4 of a second gap. I think that's going to be enough to make this happen here, as long as Slater still doesn't have any help from twin brother Stone. Nico Colby still right there in P4, but not close enough to make any sort of slipstream, not close enough to make any sort of bump draft happen here between P3 and P4. Back up to the race lead. It's 0.2, it's 0.1. The battle for the race lead is cut all the way back down. Jeremy Fletcher a little bit later on the corner entrance, but trying to carry the speed, carry the momentum through turn number 10. It should be the final time here tonight. Checkered flags is out. Jeremy Fletcher coming up through turn 10 right here, right now. Slater Colby, he's going to look down the outside, side by side between twins for B2. Jeremy Fletcher takes away the race win from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. What a race 9 for Fletcher. He gets it done in spectacular fashion. So does Stone and Slater. That's another 0.01 finish at the race line. It'll be Nico Colby P4, Brandon Birch P5, Andrew Bound, Josh Hunter, Lucas Barnett. Then there's Benjamin Foran, Dylan Bass, Colton Juarez. That's our top throughout top 11 right there. Josh Hunter and Dr. Andrew Bound separated by 0.2 of a second at the line. It'll be Glenn Bratton P12, Alexei Andrew P13, Joe Rainey, Andreas Perfana, Jason Holcomb, Igor Reitzkov, Darren Colby, Amethyst Reese, Joey Rainey, Jake Steckler, and Marvin Samayoa, rounding out the top 22 of our unofficial official race results here tonight. Coming to the line, Slater almost had him here, and Slater, look at that. Slater actually finishes P3 here tonight somehow, some way. Well, he tried to make it happen, coming to the line. Man, oh man, and then that's actually what warrants Stone to take away P2. For drivers that came into this race tied in our point standings, not only to finish up above the points leader coming into the race, but as well tied, separated by 0.01 at the line. This is what it's all about here at West Coast Sim Racing. Congratulations once again to Jeremy Fletcher, who gets it done here tonight. Stone Colby, Slater Colby P2, P3, Nico Colby P4. It's triple Colby action, just one position too short. Brandon Birch, Andrew Bound, Josh Hunter, Lucas Barnett, Benjamin Foran, and Dylan Bass out of Skidmark Sim Racing. That's who rounded out the top 10. Colton Juarez, Glenn Bratton, Alexei, Joe Rainey, Andreas Profana, Jason Holcomb, Igor Ritzkov, Darren Colby, Amethyst Reese, Joey Rainey, Jake Steckler, and Marvin Samayoa, who round out the 22. For those of you that were looking for that quick Marvin Samayoa incident, I know I got to keep the promises here tonight. This is what happened to Marvin here on this race restart here, right after that caution flag flew for about 2 laps time. Keep your eye on Samayoa here as... Oh man, he's already coming to a stop. All right, I don't. I hate that I did miss that one, but at least it wasn't for any egregious things there. All right, we're gonna jump here and chat with our top 3 driver interviews here. Give me just one moment's time. I'm gonna make my way over there. Thanks, everybody. Holy cow, Jeremy Fletcher, you've done it, man. You got yourself a copy.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, Jeremy Schonstam up here in the booth. Congratulations on your race win here tonight. You got it done by 0.18 seconds at the line. What was going through your mind along the back straightaway there as, man, Slater Colby was coming with a head of steam there, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole race, I had a little bit of an edge. I probably could have held up 6/10 gap, but that's no fun to do hot laps, you know, here to make an interesting race, have a good time. And the last lap was close, but I knew if I didn't park the bus that he was going to throw it down the inside. We were going to be door to door. So I had to do what I had to do, and yeah, ended up at the front.
Man, we appreciate it, Jeremy. First of all, you joining us. Second of all, I mean, putting on a show for the fans. And hey, third, congratulations once again on the race win. Like you said, though, Slater, he was right there with you. And Stone even to the line, barely winning P2. But I mean, man, this was so close battles out here tonight on track. Jeremy, what is your kind of thoughts on this newer Toyota GR86 Cup car here within the iRacing sim racing universe?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's solid overall. It's quicker for sure. So that always, more speed's always more fun. And yeah, big congrats to Stone. He owes me some money. He paid me pretty good to crash his brother, so.
Oh, Jeremy, we love it, man. Thank you so much. Real quick before we let you get going, who you dedicate the win to here tonight?
JFR Esports, Nico Colby, because, you know, he keeps saying he's better than me and keeps getting third, fourth, fifth, not coming out on top. And yeah, the whole Apex family out there for, you know, always invite me, and you for announcing, putting on a show, Warren. It's a group of people that put this together, so appreciate all of you.
Jeremy, that goes a long ways back there behind the scenes. We appreciate you for once again racing here with us, and thank you so much, man. Have a great rest of your night. We'll let you get going.
Yes, sir. You too.
Appreciate it, Jeremy. We'll round it out here with up to P2, and then round it out with P3. Hey, Stone, you know who it is. You got yourself a copy, man.
Yes, sir.
Stone, how about it? Well, first of all, congratulations on IRL triple Colby action, and then, man, one spot short of it here tonight, but Colby's 2, 3, and 4. You finished out P2 at the line, but man, throughout the whole race, it was battles left, rear, front, quarter panel, left quarter panel. What was going through your mind here tonight, Stone?
Yeah, no, it was a lot of good racing. That's what makes it fun when you're banging doors and hitting each other in the bumper. I thought I was gone when I blew that corner after the long straight. But luckily they were fighting up there, so I was able to catch back up. And then I was hoping for a more eventful last lap, you know, the whole lap. And then I kind of just screwed up turn 3. But no, all in all, it was a good race. And shout out to Jeremy for just playing with us the whole fucking time. But no, it was a good time, and yeah, can't wait for next week.
Man, Stone, I can't wait either there, man. A question for you here tonight, though. What was that bump drafting, the slipstream like here within these newer GR86 Cup cars?
The new car on this track feels a lot better. I like the speed, and it's you know, this track's pretty much fully wide open, so it felt really good on this track, and I liked that we were going much faster. It felt more, the car fit the track more, I think.
That's well said, Stone. We appreciate kind of the look back there behind the scenes of the steering wheel. I guess two more questions for you. You plan on running any endurance racing here this weekend with the iRacing Daytona 24-hour?
You know, actually, Birch and I were thinking about it. We were talking about it a little bit. I don't know if I want to literally sit in this chair for 3-4 hour stints. So I've done a 24-hour race on iRacing once, and it was a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. If I got nothing going on, then maybe, but we got to make sure that the kids are happy.
That's where it's all about, and that's what it's all about there, Stone. We appreciate it, man. Last question here for you. Who are you dedicating this top 3 here to, man?
Overstock Vehicles, VehicleBuyers.com, Warren for putting on a great league, you for broadcasting as always, and yeah, friends and family for watching, and Fletch for showing up and making it interesting, and everybody showing up, and all the good racing tonight.
I appreciate it, Stone. We got to get the missus up here in for the better half dash here in about a month's time. See how she can rip a mini stock around Charlotte. But up until then, Stone, appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Hopefully we see some of y'all's misses up here in for that better half dash, and we'll move our way down here to P3 here tonight at the line, 0.01, I do believe it was. Slater, man, got yourself a copy.
Oh, I'm here.
Golly, I'm about to put this on record, or just make it a dang audio button I just press here, but I mean, you're back all the way up there. You dropped down to what, about 6th, 7th, 8th position, all the way back up to P3, what could have been P2, even P1 at the line. Slater, how did you do this? How do you continue to do this race after race?
Honestly, there's, I hate to say it, but there is a little bit of luck involved. But there was a couple spins in front of me which helped me out, and then I don't know, a couple of strategic passes. But Jeremy is a very good IRL driver and sim driver, and he definitely knows how to keep it interesting. And yeah, he knows how to defend. He knows how to keep the pack close, which we all really enjoy, and because no one likes just driving by themselves and hanging out by themselves. So, but yeah, I wasn't too worried about starting P9 because technically my qualifying lately hasn't been great, and I usually have to push through the pack, so kind of used to it at this point. But yeah, I mean, it was a good race all in all. I mean, there's been plenty of times now where Stone and I are door to door at the line, and I try banging him a little bit to slow him down, and he ends up getting me by freaking a headlight. So, but yeah, it was fun.
Man, another race at it where you and Stone are just separated by just that much. Slater, real quick, who are you shouting out here tonight in this top 3 finish?
Overstock Vehicles, vehiclebuyers.com, Youth for Broadcast, and Warren for putting on a good league, friends and family at home watching, everyone that shows up week in, week out. I mean, I host a league as well, and so I know how much work is put into this, let alone the broadcasting and league. So it's really good to have fun every week and have something to look forward to. So yeah, that's about it.
Thank you so much, Slater. And that's really well said. It's racing, but it's having fun while doing it. It's hard to beat that, man. Thank you so much. Hopefully we're chatting with you tomorrow night out at Apex Driver Interview Booth, and have a great rest of your night, man.
Appreciate it, Sean. Thanks.
And before we get going, I think we got somebody special up here. Where's my dang brief? It's Warren Johnson. Warren, how you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing all right. How are you, Sean?
Doing great. I'm still sweaty. I got to change out of some clothes. But, man, what a race. I know you weren't here tonight. Hopefully having a good time in YouTube lands, though. And hopefully, I think you passed the most important thing. So congratulations there to you as well, Warren.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We got one more to go. We got, another test this week, I think on Wednesday, and then that should be good there. But no, that was a fucking awesome race to watch. For lack of a better word, man, that was just a great, entertaining race. The battle for the lead, the entire second half was just insane. I don't know if you were broadcasting, but from a viewing standpoint, that was just freaking awesome, dude. I was probably annoying them in the Discord, just like oh my goodness, just the whole fucking time. But no, that was great racing. Good win to Jeremy and Stone and Slater there for 2 and 3, and that was a great racing all around. Pretty much for the whole field. I mean, the times pretty much were like within, looks like 5 seconds for the most part. I mean, it gets a little spread out, but that's how you know it's a good race.
Man, one of these times I just got to have the duo broadcast going where just one camera on battle for the lead, then one through like 10th through 15th, because I swear there are always just blankets of cars there between them.
Yeah.
Warren, that was a lot of fun here tonight, and you heard all the drivers down there in the interviews. I mean, they're thanking you once again for just the league that you put on here. Thank you for having me back as well. Is there anything that you have to say back to either drivers or fans or anybody watching on YouTube land?
Absolutely, yeah. Of course, the YouTube viewers, thanks for watching. You guys are doing awesome. We've had more views in these races than we ever have, so I really appreciate that. Yeah, thanks from the kind words from all the podium finishers, especially Slater. Yeah, he's doing a great job with that Apex League over there on Wednesday nights, and I believe their registrations are still open, so go ahead, join their league as well. They have an awesome Miata League on Wednesdays. I love racing with those guys, and it's just it's the same as it's just so fun. The setups are like the racing times at 45 minutes, all the same as this league. So they put on a great show over there, and so hoping them all the best and all the success to them. To all the racers who come out every race, it's glad to see. I mean, I'm happy to see all the similar faces, and I'm hoping we can keep those faces for next seasons and seasons to come. And hopefully this ain't just some thing that lasts for a year or two and goes away. I want this to be long term, and with my guys, I know there'll be some people that leave or come and go, but It's just great to be racing with these guys and hanging out with them for such a long time. So, and then of course with you, thanks for broadcasting as always. Man, I am upset though, Sean.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, dude, I went into the gas station and they didn't have no roller dogs for me. They were out of the roller dogs. They didn't have the kitty.
No.
They didn't have them Emmys and man. But they had them gummies and that tuna that I'll run you out the truck with.
Oh, don't you do it, man. We'll have to get some more roller dogs out there for us, and man. Thank you so much, everyone, for a great laugh after a great race. Some more inside jokes here for you. There's got to be some people know what we're talking about. That's going to do it out here tonight on Stam Studio Network. Hopefully everybody's had a great night here with us tonight and have a great rest of the night as well. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for joining in. We'll see you next time.